Hi, how are you today? My name is Wendy Rosenthal, and I am here with Rachel Madar.
Hi,
Rachel, happy
everyone.
birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. And it's such a pleasure to be here with you again. Thank you.
I love your background. I love the balloons. It's
My
so
balloons. My
awesome.
my daughter brought me the balloons. She tied it into my chair. Now it's my new backdrop.
It's amazing. So we are Pathfinder Mastermind, and we come to you whenever we feel like we want to share something insightful and exciting
Yes.
about how to bring spiritual thinking into business, kind of bridging the practical and physical with the metaphysical. Because we believe when you do this, success in business and in your career is absolutely 100% more certain than if not. I'm Wendy Rosenthal. I've been a business strategy consultant for about 20 years. Rachel Madar, my friend, is a Kabbalah teacher, but not only that, she is a guide for many successful business people and has seen kind of how incorporating spirituality into business really elevates the success of the person. And every now and then we want to come in and tell you some of the
Yep.
things that we've experienced. And today we were having a conversation about basically when somebody asks for advice, do they really want it? And I made the comment to Rachel that, you know, my experience as a consultant for the last 20 odd years has been clients hire me, right? And they're asking for me to give my opinion, or at least that's what they think they want. But actually, they just mostly are seeking validation for an idea or something that they already have in their mind. And Rachel said to me, "Oh my gosh, that's such a great thing to talk about,"
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. It was
Because
like perfect. Like every time we have a list of subject to share with you and to have this conversation. And we get in also, we're receiving from you different topics that you would like us to speak about. But today we felt that it's the right topic, what isn't it? Like when we people are seeking for advice and how it's supporting them or not supporting them in business and in general in also in life.
yeah, and what is, why is it something that you would think is, first of all, even something that's relevant to business, and second of all, how does it relate to spirituality? Well, it's like I said, I've had many times in my career where a client has paid me a lot of money to give my opinion, and then at the end has basically said, well, but you didn't tell me, like that my idea was good. And I'd be like, well, you didn't hire me to tell you your idea was good. You hired me to help you figure out what the best strategy is for what you're to reach your objectives. And what I realized over time is that, and because of the spiritual path that I've been on, that whenever we sit there and say, I want validation and not advice, what you're doing is you're actually stopping the universe from like leading you to a place that could be even more than you imagined, right?
Absolutely.
And it's not saying that your idea, that anybody's idea is wrong. Of course, we all have great ideas, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't seek other people's opinions and reject those opinions. But what's very interesting is that when you get fixated on an idea or a way to do something, right? And you don't allow your team members maybe to kind of come in and insert some information, or you don't hear what an outside consultant is saying, or you just want to be validated so that you can prove that you're right, you could be missing out on like the biggest success you've ever had.
And it's something that I found out when, we all seek validation from people around us that we will look good and we keep questioning ourselves, are we okay? Are we doing the right step? Are we on the right direction? Um, and validation about everything in our life, from our partners in life, from our kids, maybe from our friends. And when it's come to business, we constantly want to make sure that we're doing the right, we're taking the right steps, right? Even though
Right.
maybe we have a business plan and we have the mentor who is guiding us, But we found out, both Wendy and myself, we found out in recent years especially, there are so many doubts that people having about themselves, about in different fears that coming up. And again, am I investing in the right place? And it's not that they're just consulting with one advisor. We keep finding out that people has different life coaches, different business
Right.
advisor, different people that are being mentored by, friends that may have business skills of some sort. They're also asking the same question to 10 different people.
Exactly. And never accepting the answer. And it's so funny that you say that, because
Yeah.
it happens, like, not just personally. Like, I honestly have been on jobs where there's like a consultant that, like, the consultants come in and go out, that, like, there's a churn of consultants because the client isn't hearing the consultant say exactly what they want to say. So they'll go to, okay, well, maybe if this consultant does doesn't say it this way, then this type of consultant is going to tell me what I want to hear.
Yeah.
And it's really, really interesting. And to watch that happen, right? Why do you think people do that?
I think, because it happened to us as well. We
Oh
were
yeah, I'm not
we
perfect, by the way.
no, we none of us are perfect, but we are perfect of who we are, right?
Right.
But the thing is, it's like it's happening to us as well in different situations. That and there, this is why we completely understand where people are, standing in. But the thing is, I found that whenever we have fear, yesterday we had a conversation with another group, Wendy and myself, and one of the fear that someone brought up is the fear of success.
Mm,
When you know that you know you have an internal knowing, and you have done all the research, and you have all those plan and the information that your product is good, that your direction is well, that the steps that you've taken are amazing, and yet there is one fear that is always there and rising up, the fear of success. Really, am I going to make it? Is it really going to happen? Like, how many of us like really think about the fear of success? Most of us think about the fear of failure. So this is one thing that and I always suggest to people, let's identify what are your fears. What are the fears that you have? Because again, it's coming from how people perceive me.
well, but how is that connected then to, like, being, like, right, and not allowing others, opinions or thoughts, or seeking advice, right? I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, if I think I'm right, then what am I afraid of? I'm obviously, I think I'm right.
True. It's true. And this is leading to another reason why people seeking for a lot of advice and not really following through. This is another thing that we wanted to share. It's one thing that you seek for different opinions, and you get 10 opinions and 10 answers. But most of the time, ask yourself how you taking those 10 answers that you receive and really follow through and taking one of the advice and really making it happen. Most of us don't even really follow through with those with the answers, because still it doesn't match my original thought or my internal
Right.
thinking, right?
Or what
And
you're willing to do. That's the other
right.
thing.
And
So
I think, yeah,
go
and
ahead.
it start and I think it start it's a 3 steps thing. It starts with, what is my intention with this business, with this selling this product, with conducting this deal? What is the original intention? What are my fears? And the third one is, what are my commitment? What is my commitment to making things happen no matter what? Because
Right.
of course there will be so much challenges in the way. It's part of doing business.
Right. So again, I'm going to bring it back to the idea that we are we're not listening, though, Rachel. I'm sorry. I'm still not getting it.
You're absolutely right. You're
We're not
absolutely right.
listening. We're sitting there. We're not listening. We're not ready to take advice, but we've asked for it, right? So we're
Yes.
sitting there thinking, I should take advice. I should get a consultant. How should I do this? And then we get the advice and we don't listen.
It's
Okay,
like
so
it's like in a game. It's like completely, if you're part of a team, let's say a basketball team, and there is a coach, and you know that in order for the whole group to win in the game, you need to follow the coach directions. And it's now your team is you, and your employees, if you have employees, if you have business partner, is you and the coach, and the commitment that you're willing to take no matter what, even if it's not your opinion. And as you said, to open yourself up to for other opinions coming in, other ideas, other suggestions that may really open up a whole new world for you.
right. So what we're trying to say is that from a very practical point of view, um, if you're going to seek advice, if you're going to speak to a mentor, if you're going to hire a consultant, if you're going to bring your team members into a project and you're asking for them to collaborate and to bring information to you, the way that that collaboration or that information is going to be most successful is if you're open to really hearing the advice, to not just seeking the validation for an idea that you had. That's a different process, by the way. If you want to
Sure.
seek validation for something that your idea, there's so many ways to do it. Focus group studies. There's so many ways to, put that information out there, testing, market testing. There's so many ways to validate an idea before it goes to market. But really, when it comes down to asking advice and hearing opinions and seeing if you're on the right track or in the concept and building phases of anything that you're doing, making sure that you are open and truly open is going to be the step that's going to allow the universe to put you on the path that is the best path, right? Which might end up being yours
True.
at the end of the day. But if you are asking and somebody comes from left field and says, I don't know if that's such a good idea, don't shut it down. Don't shut it down. Make sure that you think about it, that you take it in. And if after you've taken it in, you still decide that the way that you're going is the way you want to go, 100% go that way. Because we also know that the universe provides support when you make a decision. The universe is going to provide you the support that you're going to need to take those steps. Where we all get messed up is we confuse asking for advice and seeking validation.
Exactly. And if you're already there, that you open your heart to ask for advice, which is also take a moment of courage and opening of yourself to accept other people opinion. So just be there, just be in that place and see, okay, I'm opening myself up to other opportunities, other messages, other ideas that may really improve even my business, improve the way I conduct business. It, for sure, there's always a good thing about it. Also, when you'll get, how many times we heard from clients that they received opinions and ideas that actually approving and validating their own ideas. Like they
It came out of
actually found
nowhere.
out, right? And they found that actually, oh, so actually it's making yourself even stronger and internal strength,
Right.
definitely. And that you understand that actually your way was a good way, and
Exactly.
they validating that. We also getting, just open yourself up.
Open yourself up. You don't want to miss the $1 trillion idea because you had to do it your way, right? That's all we're
Exactly.
saying. And
And
recognizing.
absolutely. And if you're already there, have a mentor, have a consultant, have a friend that giving you advice, and you already there, open yourself up, just taking it in. And you're strong enough as a person, whoever is here with us listening, you're strong enough to know what will be good for you and what not. But be open. We never know how like crazy amazing ideas can come up from people.
Exactly. All right, Rachel. I really love these opportunities to share with people. We hope that through these conversations, you get a tidbit or something that really helps you shift what you're doing in your day, what you're doing in your career, and help support some of the ideas that may be running around inside of your mind. If you're interested in learning more about what Rachel and I do as consultants and coaches one-on-one in business, but also connected to some other amazing products that we share that are more of the spiritual nature, you can visit www.pathfinder1to1.com. That's Pathfinder, the number one, TO, the number one.com. We would love to hear if you've ever had that experience. By the way, what I forgot to say is that there was 2 times in my career where I got out of consulting because I was so tired of feeling like I couldn't, that if I was just validating a bad idea, I couldn't do it. I literally could not validate a bad idea. And I had too many clients that wanted that. So we would love to hear your ideas and your thoughts about when you've been in this situation, either personally or helping somebody else, and what it feels like when somebody asks for your advice and then you watch them go, oh yeah, that's amazing. And then it doesn't
But
happen.
no, not follow through, not
Yeah,
following through.
exactly. So we would love to get your feedback anytime. Just leave your comments and we will respond. Until next time, when we come back with more Pathfinder Mastermind, we're wishing you amazing days, excellent business, doing great in your career, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.